Sound should be good now. Nothing pisses me off more than no sound. Hello. Right. Let's. I need somebody. It's working now. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Right, magic guys. So you missed my little tee up, right? Okay, so apologies for that. Okay. Guess who's getting a haircut next week? Yeah. Thanks very much to everyone, guys. It helped celebrate my birthday before the retweets and all the likes and all the messages I got. Thank you very much. On the stream tonight, we'll be doing all the usual stuff we normally cover. The upcoming game week fixtures. We'll be doing our SoRare data entry. We'll be doing our SoRare data entry as well as our SO5 stuff. And we'll be doing our Ubisoft One Shot League. We'll also have a look back at Gameweek 151. It looks like 5 in a row is coming, and it looks like we've done the double to bring it home in style. It is just that it is just past 10 past 10 now. We will be giving away the free card and the Lightning McQueen hat at around 10 past 10, quarter past 10, depending on exactly what kind of vibe I'm in at that moment in time, if I'm in the middle of discussing something or not. It's normally a good time for views and stuff like that as well. So Moses will probably be here. The winner themselves are quite likely then to, sorry, I'm not used to it. It's been a really crazy fun day just with the nice weather and stuff. So it's a wee bit behind schedule just because actually writing all these names out and cutting them into wee bits of paper and stuff like that took a little bit longer. So I'm still wearing my gutties from when I was out walking the dog and stuff. So not wearing my usual like sports hoodie or whatever. But yeah, thanks very much, guys. I say I had an amazing birthday. Support was amazing. And yeah, it was really touching, honestly, guys. Thanks very much. It means so much. The channel's done so much growth over the last little while. The video we dropped yesterday, you know, the profit and loss, 75 to 80k up or whatever it is, depending on the price of ETH and a few other discrepancies. I had a lot of fun making that. And honestly, guys, like I said in that video, I'll just kind of touch on this before I dive into it. There's a few actual little topics I'll touch on throughout the stream that I will be making videos about because they're just common questions I've been getting recently. So I might bring them up just because they've been in the front of my mind recently. But, oh, shit, what was I going to say? Oh, I hate when that happens. I'll come back to that. It will come back to me in a second. So with the game week we've got rolling out, 151, like I was just saying, we're looking at be hitting 5 in a row. And we'll look to be bringing in the double. I'm just going to hit refresh on the SoRare data page before I throw it up to you guys so you can see what we're doing. So you've just got, hopefully, what should be the final results. All the games are just about to, I think we've just got by. All the games are just about to close out. So we'll bring that up on screen so you can see. So we only had 4 entries going out now. Like I've said the last couple of midweeks when we were on this run, the midweek fixtures can be very favourable. You know, depending on your gallery, you know, how it's actually set out and how the fixtures are panning out. Because of that lack of variety on competition, and there is a limited amount of cards. So if Jordan Larson scores 2 goals and bags like 80+ points, then there's only so many people that are going to benefit from that. So it's been one of those game weeks where we had the cards and, you know, looking at the scores, 280 points in under 23 Division 4. We're going to be picking up a tier 3 from that, okay? That's actually quite a crap score to be picking up a card. And equally, on the flip side to that, 340 points in All-Star D3, and we're finishing 44th. 340 is a decent score. I would have definitely expected to be a bit closer to the top, but it was just been so Bayern heavy. So many guys would have just been going after it, and a lot of those guys scored pretty well, as well as there was a few amazing scores. Was it Kikuchi got 100, and there's a couple other guys. So a really high scoring game week. In the All-Star D4, we managed to hit the 280 points to get the 0.02 ETH. And in Champion Asia D4, we didn't even get to 200 points. I think we had a DNP or we had a red card or an OG or something. So with All-Star D3, we welcomed back Trippier Oblak combo. And even though the result wasn't that great, they both scored admirably, you know, considering they conceded 2. Nikola Vlasic got a 90th minute penalty and got a nice little score. Jordan Larson ran the show today. I'm telling you now, guys, Sobolev, Larson, and Promise is a front 3 of terror in that Russian league. I can't wait to see what they'll do next year in Europe, whether it be Champions League or Europa League they're in. And then Captain Sani didn't really do too much, but you know, he did okay for not getting a goal contribution. I can be happy with that. And the thing with guys like Sani, no goal contribution to get close to 50 points, he was just a fraction away from it. And also coupled with the fact that he doesn't get 90 minutes is actually quite a good game week. So I'm actually quite happy with how that went. All-Star D4, we got them all on the pitch. Larson, I think, saved the day, bagging in 100 points because he was captain, and we kind of sailed towards the end. Mancini being on the bench got me worried because we were on the line for will we get it or will we won't, or will we or won't we? And him coming off the bench at half time, I was like, yes, I'm definitely going to be taking it home now. Kawabe involved again in a good looking team, same with Trubin and Machida. That's a lovely, actually looking at that team, I didn't really notice this when I picked it, but that is like an old school. I've had all these guys for ages, like Machida, I think, cost me £8. I won Kawabe. Mancini and Larson, they're very early buys for me, and Trubin was a very early buy also. The Champion Asia D4, yeah, Ominami was a DNP, that's what let us down. Otherwise, that could have maybe done something if he got on the pitch and maybe scored 40 to 50-ish. Arturo Osaka did absolutely awful. He has been called into the Japanese national team this week, which is nice for him, and potentially get his first cap. Hopefully that gives him a wee lift and a boost. On the 23 D4, we're picking up a card from. The boy, Paolo Lobby, did phenomenal, got a nice clean sheet, and it's lovely to see those scores coming in for him now. Sakamoto scored a belter. Hitati did great at left back for a forward. And Eo Tanaka and Gabriel didn't have the best game weeks, but they did enough to carry us over the line from what it looks like. I think we're on the bubble. So an Opta adjustment could really do us out of that. I think I'm quite confident in All-Star D3 that barring something crazy happening, that we'll secure that card to tier 2. But that's tier 3 is really on the bubble. We'll see what happens with that. Just going to check in and see how you're all doing. How we doing, guys? There's a lot of you here already so far. William 3D Prince, good to see you, my man. Mikey Basson's in the house. He's telling me to get a haircut. Rishi Bahayan, thanks for the heads up on that earlier on, mate. And yeah, magic guys. So 22 of you here. I need a few more of you to smash the like button and help us out. If you have just joined us and you're looking for the rundown, we'll be going through all the usual stuff, guys, doing absolutely everything. And the draw for the free card, we'll be doing that but midway point through the stream, maybe about 10:15 or so, give or take. So yeah, I'm really happy about how the game week just finished. I was having a conversation with somebody earlier today, and I was saying it's funny, I've kind of been pedantic, I suppose, or I don't know what the word would be, but the enjoyment levels on SoRare absolutely go through the roof when you've got successful lineups hitting out and you're getting involved and you're really in amongst the action and you're making things happen. That's really when the engagement goes up. Now, don't get me wrong, market hopping and buying and selling and all that kind of, there's a lot of fun to be had in that as well, and a lot of time, but it's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about controlling if you can take it. That's a song, if you can pick up on it, let me know in the comment section. But so this game week, guys, what I'm going to do, right, is what I normally do is I'll scroll through the fixtures on the SoRare page here. We've had two that I'm aware of, two COVID call-offs. So we're actually going to do the fixtures through flash scores, okay, just so we can highlight them and just make sure we've not missed on any other potential COVID call-offs. Keep your eyes peeled on this kind of stuff, of course, until the deadline tomorrow, to the best of your ability. I know you'll have jobs and kids and everything else in between. But yeah, the Spartak 5-1 today, that was lovely. Rangers get beat 2-0. Are they out? I think they will be out. 2 red cards. What's the odds? One of them was Morelos. Do you know, as I live not too far away from where Rangers train, and I drive past their training ground like almost every day. And what day is it? Thursday. It must have been Monday. I was driving by and a lot of really nice looking cars were coming out. And I was like, this will be the players. And I was one of those cool like BMW hybrid kind of looking things. And I was like, I'll let this guy out. I'll see who it is. And it was the boy Morelos. Didn't even wave. Didn't even look at me. Didn't even smile. Nothing. So that pissed me off wholly. And he didn't get sent off tonight. It was Kemar Roof for roughing. And Balogun got 2 yellows. Second one for tripping. Unsportsmanlike conduct from Connor Goldson. Fuck well. I'd like to see Rangers go through for the coefficient and to embarrass the Celtic board a bit harder, so actually getting to spend some fucking money. But the game week starts off tomorrow, guys, okay? So we have Newell's Old Boys, Santa Fe. I don't think there's anything. Genk and Standard Liège, nice big game in Belgium to get us going. St Etienne are at home at Monaco. There's actually a few more cards than just the St Etienne ones in action there. My boy Sorloth and Kluivert will be playing for Leipzig on Friday also. And Heerenveen 20, that'll be an interesting match for sure. And Russia, nothing. Betis at home at Levante, that could be interesting at D3 level and above. And otherwise, nothing's called off that we can see for Friday. We dive into Saturday. And again, what I've done, guys, is I've signed into Flash Scores. Okay, if you don't use Flash Scores, they have a really nice app, but their website, as you can see on screen, is pretty handy as well. As long as you make a little username and a password, it doesn't need to be that sophisticated or anything. you can then do what I've done on screen. You can just favourite all the leagues where you've something to be aware of fixture wise and card wise, and then you can just have a quick glance and see. So the first postponement we've got comes in the Premier League. It's Tottenham v Southampton. That'll be down to the Europa League fixture, not down to COVID, of course. But let's see, Belgium have got a few matches there. Beerschot and Charleroi, that is actually off. Flashcores haven't caught that yet. That was one of the reasons I did want to touch on that. That has been called off earlier today. So Beerschot and Charleroi is off. Otherwise, in France, what have we got? Marseille away to Nice. That'll be interesting. Bayern are home to Stuttgart. Again, it's set up to be another massive week for Bayern cards, without doubt. Inter Milan and Sassuolo is also called off. Mikey Boy is telling me, and Robin is telling me that Mickey Boy, you got the song, well done. That also the Truden game is off in Belgium. Is that a Saturday match? It is. Waasland Breven and Truden is also off, so be mindful of that, guys. Schalke are at home at Mönchengladbach. Mönchengladbach are a wounded animal at the moment. They need to get some domestic form back on the go. And Schalke, as we all know, they're always ripe for a crazy result to kick in. Nothing else in Italy. Sapporo are playing Kobe at 5 a.m. on Saturday, Friday, depends how you look at it, what time zone you're in. Mega MX, we have nobody that we have. Eredivisie looks good. Sittard and Utrecht will be interesting. That'll be a hotly contested match. Feyenoord should roll over Emmen, and Walwick and Groningen will be very interesting. A lot of good cards between those two teams. Porto are away to Portimonense, or whatever you call it. They should win that comfortably. Sporting Lisbon are Guimarães. Guimarães are actually a relatively robust, quite tough side, and I think their form, maybe put my foot in my mouth, but I'm pretty sure their form will back that up. They recently played Porto or Benfica, one of them, and I think they did lose, but it wasn't a straightforward match. Sporting Lisbon are flying high at the moment in Portugal. They are looking to seal in that that title, they've been chasing down. They've not won the league, to my memory, for must be at least a decade. Guimarães are 6th, conceded 29 goals in 23 games. Very robust, very hard to break down. If we have a look at the head-to-head, it will probably favour Sporting, because it pretty much always does. Beat Boavista. Who was it they had recently? Guimarães. I'm getting mixed up with somebody else. Benfica, they drew 0-0 with. I knew that was coming from somewhere. So, and again, that was away in Lisbon. Head-to-head, again, when Guimarães, 2 each, 3-1 Sporting, it does favour Sporting, but Guimarães can get something. It's not beyond them. It's in the 6th position as well. They're also chasing Europe, so they will probably not be lying down too lightly, even though their chances of catching Pacos Ferreira at this stage do look slim. So that will be interesting. What else do we have in Scotland? Nothing to really write home about. Hibs are away to Livy, if you've got a Chris Cadden. Korea, I still need to brush up on my Korean football, I'm sorry guys. And La Liga, Real Madrid are away to Celta Vigo. That'll be very good. The thing with Real Madrid, other than the midfield three that Zidane is in love with, it's really hard to guess and pick, lineups. Is he going to start Benzema? Is Benzema fit? Is he going to play Isco? Who's he playing at fullback? Who's he playing at centre back? Who's playing wide? A lot of that team, because it's so threadbare as well. Some academy guys have been coming in and featuring. It can be really hard to predict the Real Madrid lineup and Zidane's tactics in particular. Stefan, my man, is in the house. Stefan, good to see you, mon frere. Look, Ryan Quinney, what do you price Lodero and Pozuelo at? And are they must-haves? Look, that is a fantastic question. What I'll do is I will actually answer what I value them at. I'll jump on a SoRare data and we'll have a wee look at that once I finish up with these fixtures. And in terms of are they must-haves for an MLS team, yes, they are both must-haves for an MLS team. If you've got the budget for a player of the caliber that they both have, I would probably be slightly more excited about Pozuelo at this stage in time. Quite simply being he won MVP last year. Toronto have got a new coach, but their new coach is quite exciting. Moving into that project from Red Bulls, or where was it he came from? He came from the East Coast anyway, over to Toronto. So I would be probably more excited for Pozuelo. They've got a bit more. They've got more of a possibility of doing well this year than Seattle, even though Lodero is. And the thing with Lodero as well versus Pozuelo is Lodero being Uruguayan, he's more than likely going to get called up for Copa America and different things. Whereas Pozuelo being Spanish, he's not getting anywhere near the Spain team, so you don't need to worry about him jetting off for international duty. So you do need, if you're thinking about this is going to be my ball buster of a team throughout the summer for MLS and J&K League and whatever else we get along the way, then that's something to consider, because there will be international tournaments in the summer, and MLS has always been a summer league, and the internationals do go away for tournaments. That just happens. So we're looking at Sunday now in Argentina. Do we have our guys playing? We've got River Plate away at Godoy Cruz. In Belgium, we've got some good fixtures here again with Anderlecht and Waregem, so I'm quite excited about Anderlecht. Bruges and Ghent, there's a lot of good cards. Cecero Bruges and Ghent, there's a lot of good cards in the Ghent team that have got a good opportunity to shine this game week, because Cecero Bruges are quite limp. Club Bruges at home at Antwerp should be a good match as well. And in France, do we have much going on for SoRare? Nantes at home at Lorient. I was actually looking at this from Lafont purposes. I think this is a really good game week to be using Lafont, one of the few. Lille away to Nîmes, massive match, and then PSG against Lyon, massive match. So at the top of the table, guys, we'll just click on this so you can see it, right? Lille are sitting top at the moment. Off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure. So it was cup games midweek, so it shouldn't have changed since I was checking this out yesterday, the day before. But yeah, Lille are top, and then PSG and Lyon are tied on 60 points. So this game week is actually, like, for the French title, potentially very pivotal. If Lille go and get the 3 points that they should have, they remain 3 points ahead of worst case scenario PSG or Lyon. If PSG and Lyon are drop points, Lyon pick up the win, they go 5 points clear, and at this stage of the season that really puts them in a commanding position. So PSG and Lyon, neither one of them really can do with a draw, because you would expect Lille at home to Nîmes to really spank them. You really would. And Lyon and PSG will be going into that match knowing the result. So equally, if Lille do drop points, you might find, again, the intensity. It should be a really good match. It's probably the must-watch match of the weekend is PSG and Lyon. And yeah, so Nîmes aren't as awful as you would probably think at a glance, but I say the head-to-head heavily favours Lyon. Lille, I beg your pardon. And at home, they're not too shabby. And away, they beat Dijon and they beat Marseille. Marseille sacked their manager. AVB left around that time and beating Dijon. I think Dijon towards the bottom of the league, so I wouldn't read too much into that either. But massive, Dijon are below Nîmes, so yeah, beating them isn't anything of note. Hoffenheim Mainz, I'm interested in that. You're probably not. Leverkusen away Hertha Berlin should be a goal-filled match. Both teams like to attack, not too good at defending. Serie A, Juve should be getting a strut on against Benevento. It should be a high-scoring match for Juve players if you can pick the selection. What team is Pirlo going to roll with? A lot of their midfielders and a lot of their wide players are rotated, and it's not normally down to the manager's decision. It's down to sports science, etc. They can only do so much minutes, or they're coming back from an injury or that kind of thing. They've just been out of Europe, so it's probably a good time to rest and allow people to recover fully and naturally at this stage. So it can be hard to predict teams like Juventus in the situation that they're in. And then we have a SoRare derby. It feels like Roma play Napoli every game week. It really does. I don't know why. So that'll be interesting. I might just be able to look at this game week's far too often, and that's why I've got that perception. And then in the J League, we've got a full roster. Again, Gamba, Saka are off because of COVID. I believe this is the last match that they've got postponed, and then they'll be back to matches. But otherwise, is anything jumping out? Hiroshima away to Oita. I really like Hiroshima at the moment. They should do well in that match. Sagan Tosu should be a very good convincing win at home to Avispa. And what else jumps out at me? Kawasaki, some guys that I'm really edgy on my Eo Tanaka at the moment. He has to be rotated at some point. He's played every match, every minute of every match, I think, up until this point. He's been doing really well and scoring really well. But, the J League is famous in SoRare circles for its rotation, and no one is exempt from that or immune to it. So, wait and see what happens. Kashima Antlers at home at Nagoya is probably the biggest fixture of the game week. And Kashiwa Reysol could really use the 3 points away at home at Shimizu. Cruz Azul. Yeah, Cruz Azul is the team we've got. They're playing. No, it's Atlas. We've got Atlas are away at Cruz Azul. And then we come to Holland. So, sorry, guys. I need to, that's still that Tavon Gray alarm from 2 weeks ago. I keep meaning to turn it off. But Alkmaar PSV is the headline grabber. Of course, it is a massive game for both teams. No question about it. Ajax have got a very easy fixture with Den Haag. So again, Ajax, we've come up with a few teams that will be scoring really heavy this game week. Ajax will be undoubtedly one of them. Den Haag are in rotten form at the moment. But if you look, PSV and Alkmaar, they're neck and neck. Alkmaar get the chance to grab some ground off of PSV, close the gap, and then really make it a real knife-edge situation towards the end of the season. PSV have got the chance to kill Alkmaar off and put some real distance between those two. So could be quite a cagey affair. Both teams have not been doing great defensively over the last couple of weeks, it must be said. Benfica are away to Braga. That's a tough game. And Celtic Rangers, yay. K-League, Spain, Valencia home to Granada. I'm quite happy for Valencia and Atletico Madrid fixtures this game week, both at home to teams that shouldn't really threaten too much. And as long as they do on paper what you'd expect them to do, should get some good points on the board for all involved. Fenerbahce away to Besiktas. If you've been following the Turkish league since Fenerbahce came on, I will look to you for guidance, but I don't think Fenerbahce are really considered to do much in that match. I think Besiktas are on top form at the moment. And then on Monday we close it out with Santos Laguna. 1 a.m. coming in from Sunday to Monday at home to Lyon. And then do we have anything overnight? No, we don't have anything else. So that's the game week, guys. The Saturday and the Sunday is really, 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 really heavy. And the Friday is actually really appealing, you know. Josef Martinez back from injury. That is true. Josh Horner's in the house. Josh, good to see you, my man. Yo, yo. Who would you rather smash, Cavani or a soft Rabbi? I don't think I understand. No, I definitely don't understand. Guys, 32 here. Thanks very much for joining us. Only 5 years have liked the stream, guys. It means a lot. It goes a long way to supporting the channel. All I need you to do is just pull the wee screen down, smash that thumbs up button, and support us and help us out. It means so much. So I think we'll have a quick wee refresh on the SoRare data just to make sure, because we've had, we're just coming up from about 10:15 is making a sweet spot. That's when I like to check on these types of nights when games are kicked off at 8. I think we're hanging in there, guys. I think we've all but done it. The double will be coming in with 5 in a row. Absolutely smashing. So I think what we'll do, guys, what time are we at? We're at about 10:15. I'll probably run through a few teams. I'll run through, so we've got, I'm not going to worry about it. So I'll probably run through my Champion Asia, my Challenger Europe, and my Champion Europe. I'll probably run through those 4 teams. We'll do the draw for the free card. Congratulate the winner, of course. And we'll then come back, finish up the teams that we've got, do our one-shot league, do our SoRare data league. Sounds fun, doesn't it? Yeah, let's just get crack on with it. So in Champion Asia again, guys, the strategy I've been using, again, I'm going to reiterate this because I know there's probably a lot of new viewers coming to the channel and everything as well. I don't know that much about Asian football. I know enough to buy the players that I've bought, and then when I win players, I look into them and I think, right, okay, well, is this guy worth selling for like 40 quid, or am I as well just keeping him and just throwing him into punting lineups and see if he'll ever produce something for me? And that's been my kind of strategy for it. I did furnish my gallery. Like I said, I did some research and made some purchases based on that research, and then stopped because I thought once I've got a little stable of, let's say, 6 or 7 J-League cards that can be operational for me by themselves individually without any further cards in that region, then when I do win cards, I can definitely make use of them. And it's not like, oh, well, I don't have any space in my global lineup for this random, card that may actually score 60 or 70 points. So that's as far as I go. I got a super rare Jakub Slowik for about a third of a coin. I must have been in January. And I just did that because it was a good buy in terms of price, and I expected some good appreciation on it and whatever. His scores have been awful. 320 odds in a row. He's conceded 5 goals and 3 goals and all sorts of crazy stuff. But anyway, we charge on with him this game week. Ominami DNP'd. I'm pretty sure I should have known about it. In fact, it might have been a suspension. I'll need to check in on that. I've just thrown this team together, so it's just loose ends. Guys who didn't make under 23s or global. But again, Ayase Ueda, I've got no idea if he's actually going to be playing. This team, I just throw it out. And if I'm not using my other 2 Japanese strikers, Ryo Hatate or Marcos Jr. Marcos Jr. isn't actually playing this game week because he was meant to be playing Gamba Osaka. Like we spoke about in the kind of the prelude where we're doing, Gamba Osaka's fixture against Yokohama F. Marinos is off. So that's what we're rolling with. We might get lucky. We've got lucky quite a few times in that division and pulled a card or 2 out. And it's always nice when that happens. My strategy, guys, with Challenger Europe is quite similar. Now, with Challenger Europe, The prizes and rewards you can pull out of these divisions is insane. The liquidity and the fluidity of the market within that region is probably one of the most fertile trading grounds we have in the platform. Number one, because there's a lot of variety of choice for players and cards and a lot of options. And number two, there's a lot of exciting prospects that start in Challenger, and this is in real life before even SoRare existed, but you'd find good players in the Russian league, this Portuguese, Dutch, Belgian, whatever. They find their way into the Premier League, they find their way into Serie A, they find their way into the French league. It happens all the time. So a lot of guys that are from generation football, like me and you know, grew up through the back end of the 90s onwards. We love that path. You know, we love finding the guy who's just broke through the academy at some unknown little Dutch team. He gets on the pitch, he's doing really well, gets a call up, gets scouted, gets signed. You know, we're all about that. So that it's very good to be competing in that division. And what I've been doing with this team in particular is I've just been making sure I'm putting out. I'm not worried too much about this card costs this amount of money, and I don't really like this card too much, or I'm trying to sell that, or rather do this, rather do that. I'm just picking the absolute right. These are all the options available. Who could score the best that I'm not using in global or under 23? Boom, off they go. And I'll just pop them in there. I don't feel the necessity to completely cut off any arms, because if I've got the ability to field lineups in different regions, you're just more rolls of the dice, guys, in terms of the leagues you're going to attack and the card pulling ability you're going to have. So I'm quite hopeful both of them could get lucky and do something. But see the other three regions, and we're going to start off with Champion Europe, and then we'll take the cards. We'll do that prize draw. But I've got three real good D3s going out this game week. I've got 2 super rares at each D3, and we're looking hot, guys. We're looking hot to trot. Now, this D4 is actually, I think, very dangerous. If Joe David, Lille, I'm hoping and expecting that they wipe the floor with Nîmes. It's top versus second bottom. Joe David, does he start? I think he does. And he's been in good goal scoring form of late. He could easily bag a hat-trick in a match like that. It means so much. It's a big, massive game. They're at home against a minnow who will probably not have much power of resistance against them. Kang In has been. And I actually want to see the guy. I've got cards like Kang In or Sorloff or Ferran Torres, these different guys. The one thing I'm always worried about is I missed a couple of game weeks where they score really big scores. That's what you want them for, is to use them to get those big scores to help you win prizes when you for. So I can see he's playing every game. I can see he's starting. He might not always get 90 minutes. Against Granada, he might not even start making him off the bench, but he's match sharp. He's been playing, and even off the bench, I'm happy to back him in my team this week. Same with Weston McKennie. I'm hopeful he can get a start against Benevento. Gianluca Mancini didn't start tonight, so he'll be fresh for Napoli. And Keylor Navas, no matter what happens in that match, even unless he was to concede 3 goals, I'm very confident Keylor Navas will bring home a really good score at that D4 level. So I'm actually quite optimistic about this team. We can get some action with it and do pretty well, because Mancini's been a very, very informed defender at the moment. This is the D3, guys. Now, I think this is my strongest. Is it my strongest lineup? It's really hard to tell at this point. It really is. So we've got the dream team of All Black and Trippier. They're back together again, and they are at home to Alaves. I expect big points from the pair of them. Renato Sanchez is a little bit of a toss of the dice. Does he play or not? He didn't start at the weekend, or did he start and come off? But he didn't even come to the squad for the cup game. I'm hoping that is a rest to allow him to play against Nîmes and really dominate the match. Leroy Sané against Stuttgart, as long as he starts, I would expect him to do really well. And Memphis Depay, it's a big match. He's a big player. These are the times where guys like this should stand up. So Sané, the only other options I would have, if I was to drop Sané, because he is probably the question mark in terms of maybe be rotated, because Stuttgart are towards. I think Stuttgart will do okay this year. I keep thinking Stuttgart are bad because they were bad a few years ago, but I think they're actually okay at the moment. Let me go check that out. I might go have a look at exactly where Stuttgart are, because Bayern cannot mess about. Leipzig are not in Europe anymore, and if they're going to go for this title, Leipzig, they're going to be putting foot on the pedal. They play Friday night. They'll be putting the pressure on Bayern coming into this Saturday fixture at half-2. So if Stuttgart don't look like an absolute pushover, I'm quite happy to go with Sané. I won Sané, as you'll probably remember, and I was really, really happy. Hopefully, or Triplak, yeah, I keep remembering. to say that, Mikey boy. But the reason I like is I see out of all of them, Sané, Gnabry, and Coleman, right? They're all very similar profiles. Yeah, Stuttgart in good form. I expect Sané to start. Bayern have still got the head-to-head, which is good. But a tough match. They may not win, but as long as Sané gets a goal or an assist, I really couldn't care less. I'd actually rather they lost 2-1 than anything else. It nullifies a lot of Bayern cards out there, and it helps my boys Leipzig get closer to them. So, yeah, we're going to stick with Sané because that is a big match for Bayern against a tough opponent who is in form. But, guys, that is some D3. I'm really excited to see how that one pans out. I'm crossing my fingers and toes because the rewards you can pull in Champion Europe, you don't need me to tell you, can be phenomenal, you know. So, hey ho, we ride or die with those ones, guys. Champion Europe. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull this away. Now, guys, it was my birthday yesterday, right? Yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. It was my birthday. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to just do as much stuff as I could to really, you know, be happy and just kind of outwardly pour enjoyment and all the rest of it. And I won this reward and I thought, do you know what? Like, why even sell this guy? Let's just give him away. Let's just do it. So the card in question is an Eric Ramirez. You'd have seen it on the tweet for the entry for the competition. 129 of these entered it. Guys, it absolutely blew my socks off. I'm so grateful for all the responses we got, all the interaction we've had. It has been fantastic, guys. Please help it continue. The channel's had an amazing growth, blah, blah, blah. I hope you enjoyed this card. Okay, so we have 129 names. We have 129 names in the Lightning McQueen hat, okay? All they are Twitter retweets, and only one can win, guys, okay? Only one can win. So I'm just going to get my hand in here and really shuffle them about. Just so you can see that. They're all everywhere. They're all everywhere. Right, sorted, guys. So what will happen is I'll pull a name out. I'll tell you who it is. It's all Twitter handles. So I might know your actual name if you've got a different name than your actual handle. But we'll announce it. I'll put a tweet out later. If you're not in the stream, congratulations. If you are in the stream, some buzz, let me know. Make sure you smash that like button, guys. I'm about to draw the winner. Come on, help my brother out. There's 31 of you here. Only 13 likes. Help me out. Get that up to 20. Come on, get that up to 20, guys. Help me out. And we will pull our little winner, okay? And the winner is... I'm not going to look. Okay, I'm over here. I'm not looking. We have our winner. Is that just one I've got in my hand? Yes, it is. The winner is Ben Wang Yan. Ben, congratulations. That's your Twitter handle, Ben Wang Yan. Ben Wang Yan. We'll type it down here. Ben, if it's your name, I'm sure you'll know it. I'm sure you'll know it's you. But there we go, Ben Wang Yan. Congratulations, Monfrere. Eric Ramirez, under 23 striker in the Argentinian league, is all yours. All I need you to do, Ben, is DM me. My DMs are open. Your gallery name, and I'll send you the offer for the card. You just need to accept it. The card is yours. And if he's playing this game week, you'll probably want him sooner rather than later. Magic, guys. Congratulations to Ben. And guys, I'm more than happy. See if I get rewards like Eric Ramirez every now and again, where it's like, yeah, he's an okay card. I don't really care for it. I might just give it away. Who knows? So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Twitter to make sure if anything like this does happen again, you're getting involved and getting yourself a chance of winning. Got to be in it to win it, guys. Magic. That makes me good. Ben Wang Yan, good man. I hope that Eric Ramirez serves you well. Now, guys, as you know, under 23s has been my bread and butter the last couple of weeks, okay? So I'm going to take you through the global lineups I've got now. We'll start with the D4, okay? So, see now, guys, I'm really of the position where, see D4, I try to take it seriously because, see, after December, I'm going to take this jacket off, sorry. Oh, I got me all excited drawing that winner. After December, I think we went, maybe, I say we, like, for the channel, I think we had like a game week or two where we didn't pull the ETH prize at all. And I was absolutely kicking myself. I was like, I'm just letting free money slip through my fingers. I really need to take this division much more seriously and try and position my teams as if I'm trying to get a card in it. And then what's going to happen, obviously, worst case scenario, is you're going to get some ETH along the way. This game week, I'm absolutely U-turning on that strategy that we've run the last couple of weeks. It has been successful, I'm not going to lie. But we have so many things up and running that trying to put quality cards into D4 for me is just not happening this game week. I've got much better places to be putting my top 10 cards. Now, don't get me wrong, Lim Chin Min, whatever it's called, it's a solid card. Nubel, I have a wee bit of gamble that he's going to play on Saturday. It might be Neuer. They might have rested against Lazio for him to play against Stuttgart. But I would not be surprised if Nubel played. I've got a common Pau Lopez. So between now and the cut-off time, I'll just keep my ear to the ground. If I don't hear anything appealing, then I'll probably just drop him and put the common goalkeeper in there. And Sorloth plays Friday night. He's captain. I'm hoping for some magic. Arturo Saka should be buzzing, being called up to the Japan squad. Sakamoto should be buzzing. He just scored a belter. That should be an easy ETH capture. Should be. I've got some notifications. Nice. What's going on here? Oh, I've got an offer. When somebody's bought my Otavio. Did I list Otavio? I do not remember listing Otavio. I think I've just sold Otavio. What did I just tell you guys? Oh, I've lost my Challenger team now. What did I tell you with Challenger? I just buy players and then, like, yeah, if I can use them, cool. And if I don't, I don't. I won that Otavio. He was in, you'd have seen the fleets from the other day. He's used. Who else have I got? I've got Cadden. Sharon came back recently, didn't he? I'd probably... For Sharon, if he is going to play, he's going to be from the bench. Cadden is more likely to start, even though his score has been quite crud. Yeah, I'll just put Cadden in. That's probably the safest. Okay. So we've sold Otavio. Okay. I hope whoever bought him is buzzing. So that's the Challenger team we've done. So under 20. So Global All-Star D3 is one of my priority leagues, as you'll know from being on the channel. We always go big and look at this game week. We're still going quite big with the players that we're putting in, but with the super rares, I am gambling a little bit because the quality of these super rare cards isn't up to like Trippier standards or Jordan Larson standards, these kind of things, of course, right? But Cuisance has been off the bench twice and got a goal. This is a big game. He might start. I hope he does. Azui pretty much starts every game and is really good, even without a goal contribution, to pick up around the 40-point mark. And he's had a little bit of good form in recent weeks, as you'll see from his scores, with some goal contributions. So I'm hoping he can just keep up good form. Sparta Rotterdam, by the way, this is a little... I had to do this research for my own game week, but Sparta Rotterdam are conceding fun. If you have Heracles cards, I would very much encourage you to play them this game week. If you're on the fence about picking this guy over this guy, one of them's a Heracles player, I would really look into that, because they could be very good. And João Mario, we just pulled in the gallery. Denzel Dumfries is for All-Star, and Timo Wellenreuther returns to the squad after not having a match in about a week or so. But that's a really strong All-Star D3, and even if that was to pull from me a Tier 3 or a Tier 2 card, I will be happy with that. There's a lot of surprise cards here. I don't think there'll be another SR Cuisance. I'm almost certain there won't be another Ishmael Azoui SR in here. And I'm pretty sure there's not going to be a Captain João Mario. So I've got a lot of differentials on the go here, and it could be an absolute masterstroke, or it could be an absolute failure, okay? But like you've seen earlier in the stream, I've actually loaded a lot of powerful cards into Champion Europe D3, which we've not done before. I think this will be my first serious attempt at Champion Europe D3 in a long time, if not ever. But under 23 is also where we put a lot of stock, and we put a lot of focus and attention and a lot of powerful assets. So we have demoted Ao Tanaka from D3 to D4, and I'll explain why I kind of have already. I am weary of his rotation coming in. He might not get 90 minutes, or he might come off the bench, or he might just get sat out altogether. I am weary of it. I still make him captain because if he plays, he's got that 90 score in him very easily. Florian Wirtz should be coming back into this match. Rio Hatate is a boss. Chris Richards is the boss. And Kosai Tani, as long as he doesn't concede 3, he can score some really good points for us. So this is actually a really powerful under 23 D4 lineup. But we have a massive question mark, and I've captained the question. Oh, both midfielders are question marks, really. Wirtz has came back from COVID. He's been on the bench and got back onto the pitch since his isolation. But you just don't know, is he back up to match speed? Will he start? Will he come off the bench again? So it's a strong looking team on paper, but the reality is it's definitely not a dead cert team. This is my favourite lineup of the game week, guys. We are going with Alban Lafont in goals in our strongest lineup. Said the words of a madman. Ashraf Hakimi. Oh, I need to drop Hakimi because Inter Milan and Sassuolo is now off. So I do need to rejigger this. What other under 23 defenders do we have that we want to pull in? Gabriel might be a shout. Hey guys, where do I go? I've not got much choice, by the way. I've got Chris Richards gets pulled up, I think, doesn't he? Oh, guys, we've got a real dilemma because then we're going with one SR, and that is not fun. Right, okay, Kamada, can we swap you for a super rare potentially? Okay, so I've got a Zivi in that D3 and Quisons. Could I maybe put one of them over? And then, do I have another super rare? I think I've got Darwin Núñez super rare not used. Yeah, I just don't know if he came off the bench, didn't he? Yeah, he came off the bench. So I know he's back. But they've been in good form, Benfica, since he's been injured. And it can be difficult for a manager when they're doing well, even though the star striker's back. Somebody's in form. You can copy and paste, keep going with what works until they need to make changes. So that's a tough one. I think when I went through my squads the first time, I actually wanted to avoid needing Núñez. It's actually for the real spanner in my work that Inter Milan game. I forgot all about Hakimi. I just seen that and I thought, oh, I better make sure people know. A lot of congratulations coming in from Ben. Dan Loam, hey, can you make videos about your rewards maybe? That's awesome content. I think I do. If you follow me on Twitter, I always do a fleet of me like getting my rewards. It's like the unpacking kind of equivalent. But I have I've got 2 whiteboards recently installed, and I need a name. I need to come up with a name for this place that I sit. It can't be called the room or the cupboard or whatever. I need to give it a cool name like the boardroom or I don't know, DEFCON or I don't know, something. But anyway, I got 2 whiteboards. One's up to the top and it's like my depth chart. So all my divisions and all my cards, and I can quite easily see who I'm using, who I'm not using, all that kind of thing. And then I've got a board right here. And I'm one of these people that I genuinely come up with ideas all the time. And I'm really bad with follow through because I'll forget about it. Like you've probably noticed, I'll talk about something and lose the point halfway through. So what I'm doing is making sure I've got all my stuff written down. So all my ideas for videos, everything I'll be doing, all right here. I'll be doing a big session coming up. So download to answer your question, can I do content about rewards? I will add it to the board. If you tell me exactly what you mean, I'm just going to put rewards. Is it looking at my rewards and boasting about it? Because I think I do that probably too much. I'll try to tone that down. Or is it how I got them or what? Let me know what you think. And yeah, the congratulations are still rolling in for the board. Ben Boy there, Stuart getting involved also. So yeah, Dan Long, let me know what you're saying, son. Let me know. The chamber. No, I'm not going with chamber. That sounds too crude. So guys, I'm actually at a real impasse now. I don't know what to do. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to jump on Twitter. I'm going to pull over here and I'll pull over there. I'm going to search Darwin Núñez. There we go. Just throw this up here. Right, okay. Yeah, okay, so I'm looking to see if I've got anything. No. Doesn't really tell me much. AC Milan reportedly one of the favourites to land Darwin Núñez in the upcoming transfer window. Okay. Oh, here we go. This sounds, it's in Portuguese or Spanish or something, but I see names. Severovic, Núñez, and Ramos at Benfica. The arrival of Rodrigo Pinho and perhaps a return of Carlos Vinicius. It seems safe that this area of Orlando is going to have several changes, but who the candidates to stay on the squad. Okay, so that's just a transfer piece. I've seen Severovic and Núñez, so I was hoping we would have got some clarity. I think yeah, I don't think we're going to get anything. Guys, AC Milan are interested. AC Milan. Imagine he went to AC Milan. I'm so glad I got him as a super rare. News going to be one of those. Well, transfers yet to happen, but it's good to see links, of course. Do you know what? I'm just going to play him. No. I can't just do that blindly. I can't because it's such an important lineup. I go the Crucible. The Crucible. Martin O'Regan says the dungeon. No, guys, it needs to be cool, right? It needs to be like Death Con or the War Room, or it needs to be something cool, right? It can't be the dungeon or the chamber. They sound too seedy. How you won them? Which teams then opening and then if you're selling, holding, play, etc. I just no problem. So I'll put next to that history and follow through. And I will know what that means. And I will definitely make a video about that when I record a bunch of stuff over the next week or so. So stay tuned for that, guys. Plenty to come. Okay, so the decision we're going to make is are we dropping Kamada? I actually really like Kamada's fixture. And I like Sanger's. I think we're dropping Kamada and we're going to bring in Nunez because I'm confident he would even come off the bench in a worst case scenario, and I can live with that. Now I just need to find him on my actual. Oh, don't tell me he's not playing. No, that won't be the case. It's just I hate when this happens sometimes when yeah, you jump about menus and that too much. Sometimes it kind of glitches and it doesn't show you. Yeah, there we go. It's kind of fixed itself now. So where is our boy Darwin? There he is. Right, sorted. Okay, so we've upgraded Chris Richards from D4 to D3. We've brought Darwin Nunez in from the cold. We're taking a bit of a punt on him. I'm really confident in the Mecha. I'm really confident in Lafont. I'm really confident in Sangar. And I'm really confident in Chris Richards. Nunez is a bit of a gamble, and I didn't want too many of my D3s. I've got another notification. Another offer. Checking in my gallery, guys. You happy with my stuff? So we need a defender now to come into this gamble. Gabriel, I think, fits into this lineup quite well because he should play, could score well, and he's one of those cards that I made really good out. Gabriel, I caught his early season really good form. I caught that on SoRare, so I'm not opposed. I actually like seeing Tani and Gabriel beside each other with Eo Tanaka. Those three boys have been with me for a long time and they've won me some cards. So I'm actually quite pleased to see that little trifecta get back together. I think that's the last of our teams on SO5, isn't it? Yeah. I've got a little training team to fix. I'll do that before I jump into SoRare Data League because I will forget and then I don't want to have a training team not going up. SoRare staff room. The nifty room. Is that maybe a play on NFT? That'd be quite cool. No, quite funny. Just put his name in the search at the top of the card and then go to him straight. Yeah. I don't like cheating, Mike. Right? I like doing things the hard way. Find the card. Get it now. So we'll put Akimi into training. That's a ball buster. I was really excited for that lineup. All started with Handanovic, didn't it? He got COVID first at the Inter Milan team. This couldn't really derail their season as such, because it definitely takes a bit of momentum off them. I recently acquired some training goalkeepers. We're going to put Kamada in here, of course, and we'll make him captain. Kamada cannot not be in a team. I need to get Kamada in a team. Do we put him in Champion Europe? I think we should. Yeah, I think we put him in a Champion Europe. I need Kamada in a team, guys. I'm really sorry. I can't move on until I get Kamada in a team because I'm actually really excited for his fixture. So I'll maybe take somebody out my Champion Euro. I think I dropped McKennie. Yeah, I'm dropping McKennie for Kamada. Because I can and I want to, and I think that is a better option. Kamada at home at Union Berlin. It's a tough game, but he's in good form. I expect him to start. Weston McKennie has a wee question mark on him, and I'm happy to put that question mark into training, and we can bring in the boy Daichi Kamada, who is a legend at FC Barcelona. If you don't know who FC Barcelona is, that's the name of my team in SO5. And yes, I did steal it from somewhere. It's not an original. That's the card somebody's won, Eric Ramirez. I'm not going to pop him in training because I expect Ben will want his card as soon as practically possible. We'll make Timo Weah captain. Timo Weah, guys, I'm not going to lie, has been a real big surprise to me this season. Number one, the amount of minutes he's getting. Because I really thought after when they brought in like Yilmaz, Yazichi's early form, much promise Coney and Bamba have, I really didn't see Weah featuring that much. And he's been featuring more and more and more. And his price on SoRare also been a lovely surprise. So I'm really glad I've got my team aware, and I'm going to keep him training up, because I think if he keeps going the way he's going, you'll paid a lot of money to PSG for him to get him away from Celtic on loan. So they obviously rate him. They've obviously seen a fair bit in him. So it's good to see him getting the minutes, and I always want to keep guys like that as topped up as possible, so that when I do use them, I've got the biggest multiplier on their score possible to give me the biggest edge possible when I'm going into SO5 tournaments. Now, the SoRare Data Cup, I got a message from somebody on Twitter saying that they weren't going to talk to me anymore because I beat them. I think I'm doing really well. I think I'm doing really well in this little league. I'm not on this leaderboard somehow. Is this like the main league? I'm in semi-pro league. This isn't the semi-pro league, is it? Let's going to check. Yeah, it must be 9 points. Yeah, okay. So I'm not in there yet. We won against, I was FI Trader. We won against FI Trader. Let's have a look at the match. So we lost against Jimmer. Very close. We lost 30 points to him. We beat Dom. We won't forget it. And then we beat FI Trader this game week. Let's have a look. I can't really remember my team, if I'm honest. I just got a message. I always forget about this. He picked Jakub Slowik in goals. I remember having a chat with him about this, actually. He picked Slowik and something else, I think. Did his bench have to come to the rescue? No, it didn't. Yeah, nothing. They were all it was actually quite a close encounter if you took the kind of goalkeeper away from it. Navas did okay for me. My back three were solid. Hakimi, Trippier, Richards. Love to see it. Midfield four. Bear in mind, this is the last full game week from the weekend. Sakamoto, Eotanaka, Sangar, and Vlasic. Very strong midfield. And then a front three. How sexy is this? Depay, Sane did shit, and Jordan Larson. So we did quite well. And it's good to get the 3 points on the board. And we move on to the next match day. We do not know our opponent, guys. If you don't know what this is SoRareData.com. You hit the play button. You make sure you pair your account, and you can enter this league to win cards and promotions and all the rest of it. We're going to build our lineup for this. We've got 14 hours left to do so. We're going to go 3-4-3. We've been quite consistent with that, I think, throughout this competition, and it has done as well so far. That will be doing well for my gallery. If your gallery's built similar to mine, 3-4-3 could be an option for you. And the World Cup thing that we done, no, it wasn't the World Cup. We did the SoRare Data SD11 or whatever it was we did. I went with 3-5-2 quite a lot. But I've got an extra striker or two now in my ranks, so I'm quite happy to get 3 strikers on the pitch. In terms of goalkeeper, who is my best shot of a goalkeeper this game week? It's got to be All Black, hasn't it? So we go All Black, and then we'll put Wellenreuter on the bench. He's probably my second favourite. What about Van der Voort, Liège? That's a tough game. Oh, Lafont. Lafont could be a nice differential, because I don't know. The opponent I've got is not going to have All Black. That's what I need to think of. They're not going to have All Black. Just decent chance. There's not going to be too many All Blacks in this division that I'm in. I don't even know why I'm in this division. I don't really know how they worked it out. Mancini has to go in. Trippier has to go in. So we'll put Trippier right centre back. We'll put Mancini at centre back. And then our left centre, I think we might need to go Chris Richards. Who else do we have at the back who's looking good? Denzel. It's a big match. He could get booked and stuff. Gabriel. Yeah, I think we go with, who did we say? Chris Richards. Yeah, let's go with Chris. He's been in good form. And then who do we want on the bench? Who do we want on the bench? Who's definitely going to play and keep... actually, I'm not going to start with Chris Richards. I'm going to start with Jack Hendry. The one, the only, the man. I think his fixture against Mouscron is very appealing. And yeah, I'm going to start with Jack Hendry, and that means we will keep a place on the bench for Chris Richards. Sorry, Chrissy. But yeah, that's the team to go with. I'm actually tempted to maybe drop Mancini to the bench, because Napoli are in good form. They've not played in... Yeah, I'm actually going to drop Mancini for Richards. And then I'm going to put Mancini on the bench, because Roma are at home, yeah, but they've played tonight. And Napoli are in good form at the moment, so I don't want to... Yeah, I'd rather he was on the bench. And I've got Jack Hendry in a good fixture. So it's about, guys, is maximising your gallery. Javier, you've joined us, my man. Good to see you. Javier, good to see him on Friday. Okay, so we need 4 midfielders, guys. Now, Tanaka is a rotation risk. Now, the thing with this, because we have substitutes, is I can take that gamble probably quite happily and have something to pick him up. So I think we'll probably start with Tanaka because it's probably better to have him and not need him than need him and not have him. Sakamoto away to Belmer. I think we go Sakamoto. He's going to be high as a kite. Yeah, I think we go Sakamoto right mid. Where's Sakamoto? Sakamoto right mid. I'm not too sure about SoRare. He's missed a few games. We're going to go Sangera in midfield because Sangera is one of these guys that in a tough match, he will score well. I've seen this guy get 70s and 80s without a goal contribution. So a match like this doesn't actually scare me for Sangera. I just don't want to see him get booked. He is very bad for a yellow card. I'd rather he didn't do that. And then I'm going to go João Mario because I think even though what I said about Guimarães being tough, I can see Sporting Lisbon throwing the ball a lot, and João Mario's one of the main guys. And then left mid, it's a toughie. There's a lot of gambles around this team. I'm going to go Kang in. I think I'm really on Kang in this game week. I think he's got something in him. It's just a hunch I've got. So I'm going to go Kang in midfield. And then our sub, who's going to catch anyone, we'll just put Tanaka because he's got to be the sub. Or actually, let's start Tanaka. And we'll put Mario on the bench. Yeah, let's do that. Captain, do we want the captain to be midfield? I think we want the captain to be a striker this game week. So I'm really happy with that midfield. Kang in, Sakamoto, Eo Tanaka, and Sangha. It's a really Oriental sounding lineup, even though Sangha is not Oriental himself, of course, from the Ivory Coast. And then forwards, we'll get 3 to pick from. Okay, so we've got Depay and Sané down in a big lineup, so I know I will like both of them for doing this game week in the Mecca. I think they're my front 3. I think it kind of picks itself. Is Larson playing? No, he's played tonight, so he won't be playing this game week. So we're going to go with Sané on the right, cutting in on his left, and the Mecca through the middle, and then Depay on the left. It's the same front 3 we went with last week. And I'm quite happy to go and do that again. And I think we'll throw Hatate on the bench because he's a bit cheat coded now. Yeah, I think we'll do that. And captain, I'm going to make it captain the Mecca just because he's got the easiest game, takes penalties. Sweet. Whoever's going to play me, I wish you all the luck because you're going to need it. Magic. That's saved. Solid. Awesome possum. Loving it. Right, I'm just going to check on my SO5 scores. I'm then going to leave SoRare data. Thank you very much for having us, guys. And we're going to join the One Shot League. I'm going to have a quick wee glance and a click about on that. And I'll let you get on with the rest of your evening, guys. It's been a lot of fun so far. I think it's all, I've said that a few times in the stream, but it looks all but confirmed. 5 in a row. And we've pulled off the double. And we've got the big E threshold. Lovely midweek game week. Well happy for that. I'm just going to open up the One Shot League and I'll put that on screen for you. I'll put this away. Sweet, so you guys can see my confused face as I try and put stuff up on screen. Okay, guys, let me know in the comment section. There's a fair amount of you here. What are you most excited for this game week in particular? Is there a match? Is there a player? Have you got? See, I've been having a lot of these conversations recently with guys, and I'm like, oh, my gallery is just starting to click. I've got 3 teams out, or I've got a really strong team over here finally, or these types of things. So let me know. This game week is a big one for me in particular. I expect it will be similar to a lot of other folk. What are you most looking forward to? Let's connect this bloody One Shot League again. And I think we're in. Yes, we are. Okay, so I think I picked this on a stream recently because I thought we were going to be doing another game week on this, and it wasn't because of the way the Belgium calendar was panned out. I think so. I've went with Mark McKenzie. I think I'm going to change that. Badgie, I think I'm going to change that. Yeah, I'm going to edit this whole squad because it looks pretty naff. So Charleroi game is off, so I'm not going to be playing Remy Deschamps. I'm not going to be playing Mark McKenzie because that's a pure punt. I'll keep Dorsch. I'll remove Badgie. Bates will come back to. I might just play him at the back. So goalkeeper, who do we have left to pick from? I've got Wellenreuter, I've got Van de Voort, I've got Orton, Antwerp to their away to a good team. Genk, I might go with Genk. I might go with Wellenreuter. I think I'm going to go Van de Voort. I'm going to back Van de Voort this game week. With Ghent, let me just double check Ghent's fixture. No, I think it's okay actually. I'm quite happy with that. So I picked Van de Voort. Also picking. I think we then go Miazga, because the rest of them are quite dodgy for selection choices. I think we go Miazga or Bates. Bates doesn't have a good game. We're going to go Miazga. And then up front, it's a good week to pick Nemeka. Sack it. I think I'm picking Nemeka. No, I'm going to pick Onuachu. I'll pick Paul. I'll put Paul on Onuachu in. There you go, my man. And then our extra player. Conan Jocelyn. No, I'm not going to be picking Marioka. They may have from a Vatican in this game week. Bruges at home. Probably Josh Cullinan. Yeah, okay. So that's the team I'm going with. Van de Voort in goals. Miazga at the back. Nicholas Dorsch in midfield. Up front, Onuachu. And our wildcard extra player is Josh the Irishman Cullen. So that's what we're going to roll with. Now, it looks like I've got a wee notification bubble on my profile. So I just want to make sure this match is set. So I'm going to click leaderboard. Task is still at the top. So I'm going to click on this and see what this does. New power up. Collect points. Okay, let's collect the points. Sounds good. Nice. Okay. New power up. Save one player. This allows you to choose one player you've already got in a team, and at the end of the session, the player doesn't. Oh, lovely. Oh, I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that on the mecha right now. That's definitely what I'm doing. No two ways about it. Sorry, Paul, you're getting dropped, son. And edit my squad. Order. Maybe I keep the man Dorsch. He is the man. Yeah, second. Let's go in the mecha. That's fun. We're kind of back in Anderlecht quite big this game week. With Miazga, Cullen, and the mecha. Save one player. Yeah. I'll take that. Save one player. How do I add it to him? Available when the match day starts. Ah, okay. So it's about coming back. Okay, so you can wait. Available after. I'll say it sorted. Okay, so you can wait and see actually. It sounds things. Who's played the best? I like that. Eric, you're at work. Unlucky man. I heard the name Dorsch. He's been a substitute for the past few game weeks. Don't know why. Neither did I, Eric. I'm a big fan of the guy. I had him in my gallery. He's a real big player for me. Did very well. Obviously, just a wee bit of rotation because I've had a bit of a meh season. He is a new signing. It is only his first season there. So I don't really know how much to read into that myself. I've been watching his price go backwards, and you know, if it keeps going backwards, I'll probably buy him. Just to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm just gonna check if this is anything else. I still got a little bubble. New power up. Have we got another one? An extra slot. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Nice. Cool. I'm going to keep that extra slot, I think. Maybe do we just do it now? I don't know. Should probably quite tactical with this, but it's a beta game, and I'm quite. How many points does number one have? 449. How many points have I got? 230. I need to catch up. All these guys. Maybe these guys have used this power up, and I wasn't aware of it. Who knows? I think I see my last team. I actually didn't do that bad. The DNP was the killer. But yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to that. Guys, I've had a lot of fun in the stream tonight. Venom's brawl starts. Good to see you, man. Hey, everyone. You're not too far away from this finishing up, buddy. There's 30 of you here, guys. We did get to the target of 20 likes, so thank you very much. Can we get to 30? We'll wrap the stream up over the next 4 minutes. We'll get out of here for 11 o'clock on the button. Any questions you want to throw out, guys? Knock yourself out. I still, guys, see for this stream tonight, I really wanted to be on SoRare Mega and have all that set up and ready to go for tonight, but I just haven't got there yet. I feel really bad because I know the guys over there have been putting a lot of work in, and everyone who I've been in touch with who is using it is giving me rave reviews, but I've just not paired my account yet and set it all up, and I don't want to give it a half-assed, you know, contribution, you know, when I'm going to be, you know, covering that stuff for my entries. I want to be competitive. I want to be winning stuff, you know. Venom will have a wee rewatch, and Paul has just joined us. Unlucky buddy if you're joining from the start. There's no audio for the first couple of minutes, which is a pain in the backside. I really don't know why that happens. It really pisses me off, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, I can't say enough, guys. I'm really excited. Got a lot of stuff here on the boards. A lot of guys have been asking me stuff like, when should I buy players for next season? A lot of guys have been asking me what I think about Football Index. A lot of people have been asking me about a lot of stuff, guys, that we've got a lot of great content coming up. And it's like I said at the beginning of the stream, it's not wasted on me at all, guys. The support that you guys have given the channel, the appreciation you've got for the content warms my heart to no end. You've got no idea. I've put a lot of time and effort into making the content, you know, over the last 2-3 years, whatever. And it's really good to see the kind of fruits of the labour not paying off. You guys know I'm a straight shooter. I know my football, and I just want to have fun and get stuck in and just talk football with everyone and anyone kind of thing. So that's what the channel's kind of built on. And thanks very much, again, guys. It really means the world to me. I do need a haircut, pretty damn bad. Look at this barnet; it is atrocious. I've got the missus watching YouTube videos from today. I've got some stuff ordered from Amazon, so over the weekend, I think somebody's going to have to cut something off my head. I don't know if it'll be alive or what will happen if I'll fight back, but absolute state. I was out. I went to pop by to a wedding. It was at a registry office, and we just basically all stood outside. My missus was like, "Oh, you better get a suit on, you know, with the partner and the rest of it." And honestly, see with this, honestly, I used to wear a suit. I think I've got 1 or 2 actual friends in here, so they'll be able to tell you this. But I used to have a real big collection of suits, and I used to wear suits all the time for my work. And I was one of these guys that I loved getting a really cool tie, really nice pair of cufflinks. You know, I was really into all that. So I went to put a suit on, first time in maybe 40 years or so. Put a suit on, go stand outside the registry office, but honestly, I felt like one of those people that I've seen before wearing a suit, and I'm like, yeah, you just a hairband, David, a hairband. No, the size of my head, pal, a hairband would not fit. But I just caught glimpses of myself, and I was like, I just look like one of those people I used to see wearing a suit, and I'd be like, that guy, he doesn't know suits. I know suits, you know. So I get it cut on the stream, that will be right. So I felt like a bit of a prick, to be honest with you. And then it just kind of, so I was kind of living and thinking, do you know what? I quite like having long hair. I'll shave it all off when it gets hot. It's really warm today. Well, I'm at that point now, after seeing myself wearing a suit, it's just covering my ears. I feel like an animal, you know, like it's just the hair's in my ears. I need to clean it out all the time. Or not clean it out, but you know, I'm just comb it around. I need to do that. It's annoying. But yeah, it's nothing but me, guys. If you haven't checked out the video from yesterday yet, the profit and loss video, it's fucking great. Go and do it. There was an Easter egg, guys. There's 27 of you still here, so I'll share this information with you. There's an Easter egg in that video, okay? Somewhere, I'm not going to tell you exactly where, right? But somewhere in that video, I unveil a secret video that there's no notifications for, that if you were to jump on my channel right now, you will not find it. It is a private video. It's an unlisted video. And the only way you can access it is by finding it. It's got my top 5 players who are undervalued in the market at the moment. It's a couple of days old. One of them has been recently, did a wee tweet about him. You know, you might have missed the bottom 1 or 2. There might still be a couple of options available. And that might be something that I'll do every now and again. So I'll try. Also, I want you to watch it. So I will tell you about it. But I thought for that video, because it was a really big one, I'll sneak a wee sneaky special in there. And for the guys that are hot to trot, I think the main videos had about 500 views. And the little secret video has been found by about 1 in 7 of you or something like that. So there's a few more of you that haven't seen it. Maybe with some multiple views in there and whatever as well. Live stream haircut and give it away as a prize. Don't think anyone's going to want a cut of my lock as a prize, to be honest with you. But Ben, if you're in the audience, let me know, son. Get in touch with me through my DMs. I've got your tag on Twitter anyway, so I'll announce you in the tweet. Guys, thanks a lot for joining me on the stream. It means the world to me. Look forward to, so what you need to do, right? If you're not on Twitter, at Quinny3001, follow me on Twitter every Friday and Tuesday. Is it Friday and Tuesday? Friday and Tuesday, when we have trophy day, we get rewards out. I screen record on my phone, me getting the rewards, and I put it into a fleet, which is like a tweet, but it's a video. It only lasts 30 seconds. So that's where I put all my rewards. So if you're interested in that kind of thing and you like it, it's very aesthetically pleasing, I must admit. You know, seeing the little pack opening and all the rest of it. You get my live reaction to the card I win. Sometimes it's a good card, sometimes it's a card I don't know much about. So yeah, 23,001. Follow me, and then just watch out for tweets. I'll be telling you I've done a fleet. Go check it out. And competitions we're running, live streams, and everything else in between, guys. We are hunting down 6 in a row, guys. I'm buzzing for the weekend. It should be a really good one, and hopefully I'll knock out a lot of this content off my to-do list. I hope you've been enjoying as well the Champagne Super Rare playlist. So again, a lot of guys have been talking to me about moving up divisions and how do you prepare your gallery. You know, because at my gallery, I think I've podium finished 3 or 4 times. We've been doing pretty well. So a lot of people do kind of reach out with this stuff to me. The Champagne Super Rare playlist I really enjoyed making. Under 23 reward for you as well, David. Lovely jubbly. And the J-League playlist I did with David got a lot of great reviews. A lot of guys were really happy with that. If you haven't checked it out yet, a lot of the information me and David covered will still be relevant, you know. So if you want some J-League inspiration, there's a whole playlist there. You can go in. Me and David spent an hour or 2 just going through all the teams and players, expected lineups, players that we liked. And I will have an MLS equivalent in production in the next couple of days, which will come to you probably for the next week or so. Should be exciting. I've got a few different people hopefully going to be collaborating with me, and it should be a bunch of videos, and we'll try and give it as much depth as possible over a segmented kind of little period of time. So if you've stayed on the stream for this long, it's a little bit of exclusive info for you. We'll have an MLS preview with some really big collaborators coming in to help us out for that. Guys, if you are new around here, I don't know why you haven't, but subscribe to the channel, like us, follow us, share us, all that good stuff, guys. Stay out of trouble. I will see you tomorrow for Trophy Day, and I hope you have a fantastic game week 152. But yeah, check you later, guys, and I'll see you